What happened to Yaman? A shocking twist that left millions speechless, magazine news, and gossip. Have you ever wondered what it looks like when a star, adored by millions, suddenly vanishes from the spotlight? What happens when the man known for his strength, smile, and dazzling charisma suddenly collapses, physically and emotionally? Is fame enough to shield someone from heartbreak? Or can even the brightest stars fall? Today on Magazine News and Gossip, we're diving into a heartbreaking and deeply human story. A tale of love, pressure, and an emotional breakdown that has left fans across the world stunned and worried. This is the story of Yaman, Turkey's pride, Italy's heartthrob, and a name whispered from Argentina to Germany. The actor who once lit up the screen with every appearance is now facing one of the darkest chapters of his life. A global icon brought to his knees. Yaman, with his striking looks, undeniable talent, and electrifying screen presence, has captivated audiences from every corner of the globe. Known for his dedication to his craft and his magnetic charisma, Ken has been living under the intense glare of international fame. But recently, something unexpected and deeply concerning shook his world and sent shockwaves through his fanbase. While shooting a major commercial in Italy, Yaman suddenly collapsed on set. Eyewitnesses reported that his face turned pale, and before anyone could react, he hit the ground. Panic erupted. Crew members rushed to his side. Medical teams arrived in seconds. It was chaos, raw, and terrifying. He was immediately rushed to the nearest hospital, unconscious and unresponsive. For hours, fans were left in a chilling silence, unsure of what was happening. The man who had become a beacon of joy for millions was now lying in a hospital bed, fragile and vulnerable. Behind the collapse, a story of heartbreak and exhaustion. While initial reports suggested exhaustion, deeper investigations revealed something more painful. According to sources close to the actor, Ken had been silently suffering from emotional distress linked to a recent heartbreak. Tabloids had been whispering about a mysterious woman, someone Ken had fallen deeply in love with, who was reportedly seen with another man. The rumors turned out to be true, and the news shattered him. Combining the emotional blow with his overwhelming work schedule created the perfect storm. Ken was barely sleeping, juggling high-pressure commitments, and trying to hide the sadness behind his ever-present smile. But the heart can only take so much before it cries out, and this time, it screamed. Doctors' orders. Rest or risk it all. Doctors attending to Ken were clear. What happened wasn't just a fainting spell. It was a full-body crash, triggered by stress, sleep deprivation, and emotional turmoil. His body had sounded the alarm, and ignoring it could lead to far worse consequences. They gave him strict instructions: rest, disconnect, and recover, physically and emotionally. Returning to work in this state would be dangerous. It wasn't just about healing his body, it was about healing his spirit. He was a shell of himself. A close source revealed that Ken had not been himself for weeks. The strong, cheerful Ken we all knew had vanished, they said. He tried to put on a brave face, but inside, he was crumbling. You could see the sadness in his eyes, the weight on his shoulders. He was working like a machine, but he was empty. What broke the hearts of many was hearing how Ken had been silently battling all of this without reaching out. Always the hero on screen, he didn't want anyone to see his pain. But pain has a way of revealing itself, no matter how deeply it's buried. A silent cry on social media. Days after being discharged from the hospital, Ken broke his silence, not with a press release, but with a deeply emotional post on social media. Fans around the world stopped and stared at their screens as they read the haunting words. Sometimes, no matter how strong you are, your heart speaks louder. You don't want to fall, but when the one you love turns away, even the strongest walls begin to crumble. It wasn't just a message. It was a confession. A silent cry for understanding. The post went viral instantly, with fans and celebrities alike flooding the comments with support. Hashtags like hashtag Can Yaman Strong and hashtag ComebackCan trended globally within hours. Alone by the sea, searching for solace. After the incident, Ken reportedly left Rome and retreated to a quiet coastal village in Italy. Locals spotted him sitting alone on a bench by the sea, staring into the horizon. A witness described the scene. He wore sunglasses, but you could still see the pain. He smiled politely, but there was no light in his eyes. We didn't dare approach him. It felt like he just needed silence. It's in those quiet, distant moments where the deepest healing or the deepest breaking happens. A whisper of hope. Could love return? Just when everyone thought the story was nearing its end, new rumors began to surface. According to sources close to the actor, Ken still loves the woman who broke his heart. There are whispers of a secret phone call, possibly an attempt to reconnect or find closure. Some say this conversation left him even more withdrawn. Others believe it gave him the strength to face his emotions. But one thing is clear, love still lingers. Will he fight for it? Or will he let it go and walk away? A crossroad, collapse or comeback. This isn't just the story of a celebrity under pressure. It's the story of a human being confronting the limits of endurance, the pain of unspoken grief, and the struggle to stand up again after falling. Will Ken Yaman rise from this? Will he reclaim his light, his energy, his fire? Will he risk it all to win back love? Or will he take this as a sign to walk a different path, one that leads inward? Right now, no one knows. But what we do know is this: the world misses his smile. His fans, millions of them, are waiting, praying, hoping that the next chapter in his life will be one of strength, peace, and maybe love. Magazine news and gossip will continue following Ken Yaman's journey closely. Stay tuned for updates and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more emotional and exclusive celebrity news. Until then, Ken, if you're reading this, the world is rooting for you.